Trying something a little different this evening. Welcome to... On tonight's Clubhouse Live, the captain returns to the big show as we welcome back De'Vondre Campbell. And hanging out with De'Vondre tonight is safety Jonathan Abram. Yes, we have to look back on Sunday's setback in Philly. We have to. But we'll have fun, too. Plus, we're going to test the guys' football knowledge as part of tonight's Clubhouse Live Challenge. It's time to get started, so let's open the doors.
Good Monday evening. Welcome back to the Clubhouse Kitchen and Bar. We're hanging out inside the Hilton Appleton Paper Valley Hotel, downtown Appleton, Wisconsin. I'm Brett Christopherson with USA Today Network Wisconsin, the Post Crescent. Very nice crowd here tonight. How is everybody doing today? Fantastic. We're going to have a fun show. We got a jam-packed show. We got a lot to get to, but it wouldn't be possible without tonight's door openers tonight. I got 4 smiling faces. They're sitting right over there. We have Esteban, Jalen, and Shanisa, all from Appleton, and Peyton from Kimberly. How about that? So thank you for letting the guys inside. Do we have to talk about it? Do I have to do it? I have to do it, don't I? Philadelphia Eagles 40, Green Bay Packers 33. Mean Gene, I know it's killing you. I know it's killing you. Not a whole lot to say about this one as the Packers fell for the 7th time in their past 8 games, 4-8 now on the season. Philly unstoppable on the ground, rushing for 363 yards. That's the most given up by the Packers in a single game since 1977. How about that? Crazy. Eagles quarterback MVP candidate Jalen Hurts provided much of the damage as he ran for 157 yards, a franchise record for them by a QB. 310 total yards for Hurts overall. Meanwhile, the bruised and battered Packers became even more bruised and battered with the exit of quarterback, Aaron Rodgers in the third quarter due to what was reported as an oblique injury, rib injury. But how about backup quarterback Jordan Love, last week's guest? He was impressive in relief, throwing for 113 yards and a touchdown. How about that 63-yard hookup to Christian Watson? That brought the Packers to within a touchdown. Love to Watson, guys. Is that the future? Maybe that's the present. We'll see how it all shakes out in Titletown. But I do know this. Toss out the records because Bears Week is here, right? Bears Week. Mad Vince for the game, but happy Vince for Bears Week because, you know, he loves beating Ricardo's Bears. Yes. And he's also happy when the guys are sitting here. We got the captain back. It's good to see him. It's been 3 weeks. All-pro linebacker De'Vondre Campbell. He's sitting right over there. And check out who's hanging out with De'Vondre tonight. It is Green Bay Packers safety, the new guy. It's Jonathan Abram. He's right here, too. First, a big thank you, as always, to our presenting sponsor, Cellcom. It's your last chance to save with Cellcom's 5 weeks of Black Friday deals now through November 30th. Save big on a large selection of smartphones for just 5 cents per month, or save $200 on Cellcom's entire lineup of smartphones. No trade-in needed. And available on all plan tiers. Visit cellcom.com/Black Friday sale for more details. Also want to thank East Wisconsin Savings Bank. They help members build a wonderful life. Learn all about their services at eastwis.com. And finally, we have Munoz Family and Cosmetic Dentistry. Dr. Sebastian right there. Your Central. You all right there? I'm squeaking, and I'm trying to get through the script. Your Center for Dental Excellence, voted Reader's Choice Best Dentist on this year's Best of the Bay. Let Dr. Sebastian and his team of professionals help you achieve your dream smile. So, as I always say, we're all smiling. Doesn't matter win, lose, or draw, right? We're always happy. We're always love to hang out. Well, we don't. Our smiles turn to frowns. It's because I have to introduce this other member of the Clubhouse Live crew.
Yeah.
It is Chicago Bears fan, Ricardo Arguello, everybody.
Yes.
Let him hear it. Let him hear it.
I love hearing it. Your hate gives me strength.
Some very weak cat calls there, Ricardo.
Yeah, I'm good with it.
Everybody's it's Bears week, huh?
It is Bears
Well, it's your
week,
Bears
and-
minute. Another loss for the Bears, right?
Hey,
So-
for 1 week, we can kind of forget about how the Bears and the Packers are kind of close together there. In,
Packers
the
are still
NFC
ahead of
North.
them in the standings, right, Mean Gene? Right, Mean Gene?
That's something to hang your head on, I guess.
Bears have lost 5 straight, one of the worst records in the league, 3-9. No Justin Fields.
Hey, they got that number 2 pick.
They're chasing the number 1 pick, which they'll screw up because that's what they always do.
Well, that's kind of tough to catch the Texans with one win.
It's
but yes.
what they always do. So, hey, Ricardo, this is an interactive show, right?
It is. So, Brett, I did get my computer working, by the way.
Uh-oh.
I was
You
having
did?
some computer problems. Yeah, so interactive show. We invite your comments and questions through that live chat that can be found online next to the video viewer. Brett, I'll get those comments and questions over to you right away.
Hashtag is Clubhouse Live, so use it. I'm at PC Brett C. He's at Ricardo DeLeon. The captain, he's at Came_along_way, and Jonathan is at Jonathan Abram 1. And give us a like on Facebook, facebook.com/Clubhouse Live. So it is Bears Week. I had to switch it up. I got to put the Bears welcome mat on the floor, right? We want the guys to stomp all over that ugly logo when they get here to the desk. So let's get our co-host back up here. It's been way too long. He's in his 7th NFL season, but his 2nd with the Packers. He's a tackling machine. He scores touchdowns. He's an all-pro. He needs to get back on the field, doesn't he, everybody? He needs to get back out there. And our co-host has earned the right to gloat, ladies and gentlemen, because his favorite college football team was chopping down the Camp Randall Stadium goalpost Saturday night with Paul Bunyan's axe, huh? Oh, give it up for Green Bay Packers all-pro linebacker, the captain, number 59, De'Vondre Campbell. Good to see you.
How's everybody doing?
Yeah, there we go. The captain's going to take over the show.
Yeah.
That's good. I got a little bit of a squeaky voice tonight, De'Vondre.
That's okay.
I
It's
apologize.
getting chilly outside. Make sure you're taking your vitamins.
No, I've got my I feel great.
Get in the sauna a little bit.
Yeah, I need a sauna. I need to do something like that. I
LA
feel.
Fitness. I think you can get like day passes.
Don't you think I look pretty good? I look like I
mean,
work out
just
here a
to
little bit, huh?
Keep the immune system working right.
Immune system's fantastic. I feel great. Have felt great. It's just it was like last week around Thanksgiving time. I could kind of feel it getting hoarse.
That's
I think it's the weather change. It goes from cold to warm to cold to warm.
It was crazy. It dropped like 32 degrees.
Yeah.
In 24 hours. I
I'm
was like, I gotta start checking my weather app again.
It's nuts. Now it's a little chilly tonight, but I was outside doing some fall cleanup and then hanging the Christmas lights and doing all that stuff. So
Early?
Oh, it's all up. It's all up in my house. Yes, sir.
Yeah, mine too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It has to.
A little earlier than I
Listen.
expected.
In my rule of my house, because I am the king of my castle, Ricardo. Okay?
Is your wife
She's not
watching right now?
I
Yeah,
know
okay.
she's not watching, so I can say whatever I want to
I
say.
mean, she might be able to replay it.
She won't replay it. But listen, I demand that Thanksgiving is its own holiday because it's one of my favorite holidays. Ricardo, it's one of your favorite holidays. No Christmas stuff up until that night. All right? And then the turkey's in the fridge, and then all of a sudden, all the boxes come on. I got to start decorating. That's how it goes.
Yeah. I mean, I might need to start negotiating that.
Yeah.
Figure that out. Yeah.
Hey, you're an all-pro linebacker. What you say goes. That's how it works in your house, right?
Yeah, I know you know how it goes.
Your wife's shaking her
saying?
head. She's shaking her head.
What is the saying?
She's shaking her head.
Happy wife, happy life.
I wasn't gonna say. I wanted you to say it.
Yeah, well, yeah. Look, he puts me on because he knows my wife's not. I don't think she's watching. She's watching a Hallmark movie. Is probably what she's doing. So, hey, listen. Before we get started, I want to say this. We have a very special occasion going on.
Okay.
A couple of our regulars, our fans that have been here a long time. They are celebrating anniversary number 52. How about Dennis and Vicky Voster sitting right over there? 52 years.
Congratulations. That is awesome.
They want to hang out with you and celebrate. So there you go.
Man, I appreciate it. You could have been anywhere else.
Anywhere else, and they're hanging out at Clubhouse
I am so
Live.
honored.
Yeah, absolutely.
Honestly, that is amazing. Like almost twice as long as I've been alive.
Whoa, easy now.
That's an accomplishment.
That's an accomplishment.
That is an accomplishment.
There's a backhanded compliment too at the same
Yes,
time, right?
That is an accomplishment.
Well, let's do this, Rosie. Let's do this right away. Rosie, it is time to unveil tonight's GIF of the night. This is just for you, De'Vondre. There it is. Look at Goldie. Look at Goldie.
TCF.
Look at Goldie right there. We'll get that URL up on the screen here in a little bit and talk about your foundation. But, That is Goldie celebrating another Paul Bunyan's Axe victory, first time since 93-94 that your Gophers have beaten the Badgers in successive seasons. You were just a little tyke back then. That's how long it's
93?
been. 93, 94,
Might have been a couple months old.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's been a long time.
Yeah, man.
Well, this is your chance. You're in Badgers country. You're a Gopher. What do you got to say to all these Badger fans?
I don't want to say too much. I'm outnumbered. I like to take my victories in silence and keep it going.
That felt good, didn't it?
Yeah, I'm not going to lie. I never won it, so had my opportunities, but.
You know Dinkytown was hopping on Saturday night.
Yeah.
Sky Yuma, row the boat, all that good stuff.
Barney's, the pub.
Yeah. I've been to Sally's down there.
I don't even think Sally's is there no more.
It isn't there anymore?
I don't think so.
See, my oldest, he's a graduate
Maybe they
of
rebuilt
Minnesota.
it, but I know last time I was there, it wasn't there.
Very nice town. Love the university. Beautiful campus.
Yep. It's so big. I mean, in my 3 years there, I never got a chance to see the whole campus.
It is big, yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty big.
And they have that St. Paul campus, too. But how about PJ Fleck? You think you could have played for that guy?
I think PJ is a great coach. What he was able to bring to the school, I think we needed at that time. You know, we had a lot going on around the time that he came there, and we needed like a fresh breath of air and energy, and that's something that I think he brings. And he's bringing a different type of structure that I think we needed, you know, like teaching them how to be men. Like they're wearing suits, they have to sit in the front rows. Like that's how you change programs around. You create structure, and I like what he's doing there. He's doing a good job.
Doing a good job. He's got the program and the national. They're thinking about him. They're talking about him. So yeah, it's good stuff there for the Gophers. So it's been 3 weeks. 3 weeks. You haven't been here in 3 weeks. It's been way too long. What have you been up to, De'Vondre?
I just been trying to get healthy, man. Staying out the way. That's about all I do. I stay to myself.
Stay to yourself. Well, last time when you were here, you were kind of talking about maybe you had a little interest in doing some deer hunting, right?
Yes, I need somebody to teach me what to do.
Yeah, but did you go out in the woods? Look at Jonathan.
know
He's
where to
laughing
go.
over there. But,
I don't know where to go.
So you're telling me you didn't grab a gun, head out into the woods in that blaze orange and do a little gun deer hunting the last week?
I don't need to wear blazing orange. I gotta go to Shields and get me some a full camo suit.
Well, you want to wear blaze orange. You
I
have to wear
disguise
blaze
myself
orange.
as a tree.
Yeah.
You have to.
Why?
So that they can see you.
Even with the blaze orange, there's always people getting accidentally shot.
Yeah, you want to be seen in the woods from a lot of distance. So
that's why I need some help. I need a list.
Well,
of things I need to get to make sure I'm prepared.
We'll have to go out into the woods, even though I'm not a hunter either. But
don't put on the
figure it out together.
Don't put on the deer urine. That's just.
Yeah, we talked about that already.
Yeah.
Hey, Rosie, put this up here. This is our Jim Rosendick, our producer. He's got an idea for some Packers alternates, huh? How about the blaze orange look during gun deer hunt season, everybody? You like that? You like that?
I'd rather do yellow.
Oh, no, they're mad, Rosie. They're mad. Get it off the screen quickly.
I'd rather do yellow.
It kind of looks like the Bears.
All yellow.
Alternate uniforms.
Okay. Hey, Rosie, I just wanted to give
Sorry,
Rosie.
Rosie.
He's really good at designing uniforms. He thought an alternate during the gun deer hunt season would be a blaze orange look, but Mean Gene is saying, no, Rosie, it's over. We can never show it ever again. So, hey, we tried.
Yeah, it's always worth a shot. You never know until you try.
You never know until you try. Well, how about we'll try this? Today's Cyber Monday.
Yep.
Did you do any online purchasing? Did you get anything for under the tree that you can say? Your wife is sitting right over there, so be careful. And what do you want under the tree, and what has she told you that she wants under the tree this year?
I haven't ordered anything. She told me what she wants. I don't know if I can do it, but
She's like, can you say it? Are you allowed to? Is he allowed to say it? He can see. There you go.
Oh yeah, it's a nice little necklace we found at the jewelry store.
Okay.
So it's really nice. I'm not gonna lie.
Okay.
It's one of those. Oh, yeah, a couple things.
Yeah, a couple expensive things.
It's one of the Broncos.
He doesn't want to commit to any of those gifts publicly anyway. So, well, let's talk a little football. De'Vondre, you were inactive last night as you continue to rehab from your knee injury. So, catch us up. How you feeling? When are we going to see you on the field? Is it reports are that it's a bruised kneecap? Is that what you're dealing with right now?
It's like a contusion.
Okay.
Basically, so it makes it hard to put force into the ground or like bend my knee, but it's way better now. And all honesty, I should be able to play this week.
There you go.
So barring any type of setbacks, I should be ready to go.
There you go. Why don't you stare deeply into Ricardo as you mentioned that the fact that you are coming back against his Chicago Bears on Sunday.
Yeah, it's only right. It's only right. I had to come see him first.
Yes.
Let him know firsthand.
Yes. Breaking news here at Clubhouse Live.
I appreciate that, I guess. Yeah.
Yes, yeah, you sound like it. Well, so that's good. Hope to see you back there, number 59. They need him out on the field, don't they, everybody? They need Well, that run defense, they need you out there. It's 363 rushing yards to the Eagles, 7 yards per carry for Philadelphia. Obviously, you weren't out there, but what were the breakdowns as you reviewed the tape with everybody? What were you seeing out there that was the culprit?
I mean, anytime that you got a team that has a running quarterback, that's an extra player that you can't really account for, and that's when I think discipline comes into play more than anything. I think a lot of it was just us being more undisciplined than anything. A lot of it was like him just escaping the pocket, and it was just undisciplined. I mean, no way around it. It wasn't anything other than that. And some missed tackles here and there. A lot of missed tackles, actually. But
well, I was going to mention that Matt LaFleur today in his press conference, over 20 missed tackles.
Yeah.
How do you improve? You're a tackling machine. You know a thing or two about tackling. How do you get better at that? Is it technique? Is it just flat out desire? I guess, how do you improve on the missed tackling?
A lot of it is technique. Most of the time it's technique because, I mean, an open field tackle is the hardest play to make in football. Like, you going out to tackle some of the best, not some of, you going out and you're in the open field against the best athletes in the world. So sometimes you're going to miss tackles, but I feel like if you get your hands on somebody, that's a different thing. And that was just too many instances of, like, us grabbing people and they just kind of breaking the tackles. Like, I feel like that's unacceptable.
Well, I've had, actually, Ricardo, I was going to mention this to you too, but had some questions out there from time to time when it comes to tackling. It seems like sometimes guys are trying to strip the ball rather than just driving guys down into the turf.
That's become an epidemic. And,
okay.
I know it started probably like my second or third year. Everybody started making a big emphasis on, like, trying to punch the ball out. And I feel like with that, that's more of a natural thing. Like, you either have it or you don't. And when you start trying to do that, that's when you get what I call leaky yardage. So, like, you might try to go in and punch the ball out, and instead of just making the tackle, they end up getting like 4 or 5 extra yards. And that stuff adds up. And if you keep doing that throughout the course of the game, you might have given up over 100 yards of just, like, leaky yardage, just trying to strip the ball out, and you might not even gotten it. Or if you did, you might get one ball out or so, but most of the time you never even get it out because it's so much being preached on protecting the ball. Like, it just has to be natural most of the time.
So how do you get that mindset shifted, right? If it's an epidemic, how do you kind of get those guys thinking just let's get the guy down to the ground rather than giving up leaky yards?
I mean, you gotta kind of hone in on it. Just talk about it and be honest. Like, this is a problem right now. We're missing too many tackles. So instead of trying to strip the ball, just make the play. And I think the turnovers will come naturally when you're doing the right thing and you put yourself in position.
Let's talk about this guy, De'Vondre. Jalen Hurts, Philadelphia Eagles quarterback, MVP front runner, right? He's really developed into a problem for opposing defenses. 157 yards rushing. That's an Eagles record for a quarterback. Also 153 yards and 2 touchdowns through the air.
And 100 of those yards came on the first 2 drives.
Yeah.
So he only got like 50 yards after that. So, I mean, it's, like I said, it's just being disciplined. And the thing that's most frustrating is, like, it's not like we weren't prepared for it. You know exactly what he was going to do. And we talked about it all week, and we still let him do it. So that, to me, that's kind of frustrating, to be honest. But
he's a challenge to prepare for, though, still, isn't he?
Not when you know what you expect him.
Okay.
We know that he likes to run up the middle and to his right. So why are we letting him run up the middle and to his right? Make him go left. when he goes left, he don't like to throw the ball. He makes bad plays. We know that.
There you go. What do you guys think about that? De'Vondre setting it straight. Well, you're always one to speak your mind, or at least to give your opinion. So we gotta say this too before we close out and get our first audience question going with Ricardo. You made headlines the last time you were here, De'Vondre. Big headlines. Okay. The last time you were on the show, when you called Jordan Love, quote, a starting quarterback, and then you added this quote, he's better than a lot of quarterbacks in this league, a lot of starting quarterbacks. Your guest, of course, that night was Dallin Levitt. Levitt was teammates of Jordan at Utah State. We just asked a simple question.
Yep.
Kind of compare where Jordan was back in the college years to now, and all of a sudden, what you said was picked up by all the media outlets you can ever imagine. By the way, we appreciate the love.
You remember what they said when I said that, right?
What's that?
Everybody just, they laughed at it, and they thought I was just talking.
Well, first of all, I just want to say we appreciate you promoting Clubhouse Live to all of these millions of media outlets. We appreciate that. It's always good when we break news here. But maybe after what we saw last night and how well he played coming in for Aaron Rodgers, maybe explain what you have seen in practice from number 10 that you felt strong enough to tell everybody that you really like this kid.
I mean, I've been practicing against him for a year and a half now, and just from what I saw the first time I seen him all the way up until now, he's light years ahead, and it's little things like looking off and being able to put the ball in a certain spot. He made some throws last night that you can put up against anybody, and that's all I've been seeing as of late. And, like I said, when I said it, everybody laughed and they thought it was funny. But you should learn by now, I don't just say things to say it. If I say something, I'm going to stand on it. And, I've evaluated and I've thought about it, and that's just what I feel.
There you go. I think he was right on. Jordan Love had some fantastic throws. That one to Aaron Jones that Jones couldn't get on the sideline, but that was a laser beam.
That was a perfect throw. He put it where only Aaron can get it.
Yeah, a little back shoulder kind of, yeah.
He does that every day in practice. His decision making, his accuracy, everything is just getting so much better, and I love to see it, man. Honestly, I love to see it. And with anything, the more opportunities you get, you only can get better. And he's playing probably the hardest position in football, and everybody's trying to judge him off of limited amount of opportunities. You just can't do that. Give him his opportunity and then make your evaluation. Don't judge him off of, he's played in 1.5 games. He started against the Chiefs, and then he had to come in this game. And in the limited times I've seen him play, he's played really well.
Yeah.
So that's all I can go off of.
Well, we'll see if he gets some more playing time, depending on how Aaron Rodgers is feeling here in the next week or weeks to come. But good stuff with De'Vondre Campbell here tonight. Ricardo, you have a very familiar face again for our first audience question. De'Vondre loves this.
Yes, Tracy.
He loves it.
She comes up with the best questions.
Man, I just started sweating.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
She's like 60 minutes when she's
I shouldn't
up
have
there.
looked over there. I should have just.
Well, listen, she's got another good one. This is Tracy Santos from Appleton. Another great question for De'Vondre. Go ahead, Tracy.
When you're listed as limited participation in practice, what types of things are you doing?
Usually that means you just doing individual, just kind of basic football movements to see how you feel. And you probably ain't taking many practice reps, if any at all. So if it's limited, then it just kind of depends on how you feeling, but you most likely just doing positional drills.
Nothing schematic. It's just Okay.
Very good question.
Unless you want to. On Friday, I took probably 2 or 3 plays. Is
that your decision?
Yeah, I told them I wanted to see how I felt, but they didn't want me to.
Being safe.
But what De'Vondre says goes. We
Great
learned
question.
that here from the get-go. So, great question from Tracy.
Thank you, Tracy.
Let's take a timeout. We're going to do tonight's Stat Pack. We talked about Christian Watson last week during the Stat Pack. By the way, Jordan Love was our guest last week. It was great to have Jordan up on the stage. Gave him a little Clubhouse Live karma there, right there, Mean Gene. But Christian Watson, a little bit more tonight about him as he continues, again, to etch his name in the Packers record books. Watson is now one of just 5 rookies in franchise history with at least 6 touchdown catches now in a single season. Of course, he notched his 6th receiving TD in last night's game against the Eagles. All of those TDs coming in the last 3 games. He joins Billy Houghton, Max McGee, Don Hudson, and James Lofton on that list. Houghton leads the list with 13 TDs. That was back in 1952. McGee next with 9 TDs in 54. Hudson and Lofton both with 6 TDs in 1935 and 1978, respectively. Of course, we know Hudson and Lofton are in the Pro Football Hall of Fame. McGee credited with scoring the first touchdown in Super Bowl history. So some lofty names, some pretty heady names, and some heady stuff. All members in the Packers Hall of Fame. So how about Christian Watson, guys, doing his stuff, continuing to do his stuff?
Yeah, great company.
Great company indeed. Ricardo, we're doing trivia again tonight, right?
Yes, we are. So everybody here who's familiar with trivia, you should know the game by now. But for those who don't, there's a couple rules that we got to do, Brett. Number 1, we'll ask the question, right? And number 2, if you know the answer, please raise your hand and we'll pick you. Don't shout out your answer. And if you're correct, you win what, Brett?
Well, let me get it right here. It's, again, nachos and beer at the clubhouse, right? Nachos and beer. How can you go wrong with that?
That's not root beer, kids. So you got to be over 21 to win. And like we do every week, Brett, you got to be here to win. So sorry, online viewers.
Yeah. De'Vondre looking at that ultimate tailgate party that we're giving away as well. He says that's pretty cool. He probably would like an invite if he wasn't playing in the game, but he's going to be busy on Sunday at Soldier Field. So
should have did it Saturday.
So yeah, should have did it Saturday is what he said. So all right, I'm going to ask the first question, guys. Scan the room. The Packers and Bears, of course, they're playing. They've sparred in many memorable games over the years. That included a September tussle at Lambeau Field during the 2012 season when our former co-host, remember him, Tom the Puma Crabtree, he was credited with a 27-yard touchdown reception on a fake field goal attempt. Who threw the pass? We looking at back at the bar? We got it? Yeah, Tim Mastay. Come on up. De'Vondre, you can give him the nachos and beer. AJ gets the bell. Tim Mastay, remember him? He's friend of the show, the former Packers punter.
Yes, sir.
He flipped the ball ahead to Crabtree, who then raced in from 27 yards out to give Green Bay a 10-0 lead.
Nachos
the Packers went on to down the Bears 23-10. Mastay, by the way, I found this interesting. He has 2 pass attempts on his career stat line. 1 of 2 passing with that 1 touchdown, a 135.4 passer rating.
That's Hall of Fame. Put him in the Hall of Fame.
Do I hear Grizzly Dan spouting off back here
Yeah,
somewhere?
I think
As
he gets
he's
mad
interrupting
'cause-
my.
He's getting mad because AJ always answers the questions right.
I know
aren't
it.
you?
You see that? I kind of ignored him, and I just kind of plowed through. I'm a gamer,
He's just over
Ricardo.
there growling.
I'm a gamer. All right, are we ready to get your desk up here or your guest up here to the desk? Are we ready
Yes,
to do
sir.
this?
Yes, sir.
Let's go over his resume, huh? Our guest tonight, 4th NFL season and his first round with the Packers. Spent his first 3+ seasons with the Oakland/Las Vegas Raiders before being claimed by the Packers earlier this month. Our guest tonight, he was selected by the Raiders in the first round of the 2019 NFL Draft, went on to appear in 36 games with 36 games with the Silver and Black, tallying 246 tackles, 12 pass breakups, 3 interceptions, 8 tackles for a loss, 9 quarterback hits, and a fumble recovery, and a partridge in a pear tree. How about that, everybody? Our guest tonight has appeared in 2 games so far in his very early career with the Packers as he continues to acclimate to his new surroundings and scheme. He has 2 special teams tackles so far. Our guest tonight is considered a tough-nosed and physical safety who played collegiately at Mississippi State, where he was an all-SEC performer. Our guest tonight once said he would probably be a baseball player or even an engineer if he wasn't a football player. Very interesting. And our guest tonight once said, and this is from him, he owns roughly 600 pairs of sneakers.
Whoa.
600 pairs? What? How about a clubhouse?
You just killed my question.
Oh, well, we'll try it. We'll try it again. Think of something fast, De'Vondre, because how about a Clubhouse Live welcome for Green Bay Packers safety number 44? He's Jonathan Abram, everybody.
Thank y'all for having me.
You bet. Thanks for being here. A little baseball theme music for you, too, as you step to the plate right here in the batter's box. But De'Vondre kind of let the cat out of the bag because this is his show and you're his guest. De'Vondre, the captain, always insists on asking the first question of the night.
Fire away.
Man, stole my question. Yeah. Why did you have over? I heard it was 700 pairs of shoes.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, it's like 700 now. I mean, more so, I just been collecting sneakers since I was like a little kid. I started out with Jordans, and so, I used to camp and stuff for Jordans. But over time, as the Jordans started to get more and more expensive, they went from like 120 to 220, so.
So what is the oldest pair of shoes you have in your collection?
Probably my cigar SBs. It like came out in like 2000.
700 pairs of sneakers. Ricardo, you're a shoe guy.
I love shoes, but tell me this though: do you wear them like that 2,000 pair that you got?
Oh yeah, I wear almost every sneaker I own.
Okay.
I try to pretty much just like rotate something every day.
Okay.
Or
Because a lot of guys, they'll just, they're.
Oh no, I like to dress up.
Yeah,
I own
okay, good.
like
Just
a lot of
display
clothes,
them,
just like
Put that
shoes.
stuff on.
Yeah. What AB say? Put that.
He say once a day. I was thinking like 3 times a day he's putting on new sneakers so that he can wear
Right,
them like
yes.
once a year. Is there a holy grail of sneakers like you want this set that you just can't quite get your hands on yet?
No, it ain't nothing I can't get my hands on.
Okay, there we go. He just shot me down like that. What a stupid question that was. Let me write that on the script. Don't ask question again. All
You
right.
wrote it down for real too.
I did.
Yeah.
What is? Can you say what you think your collection is worth?
I have over $1 million worth of sneakers.
Woo! That's a lot of money. That's a lot of money. Interesting.
Man.
Well, we could talk sneakers all day, De'Vondre, but we have to talk about other stuff too. We got to talk about this guy. He once said, "You could baseball player or an engineer." See,
Yeah.
I'm doing some stalking on you. I found
see
those
that. I see that.
deep questions that I was able to find. Pretty good baseball player. You think you could have made it at least to the minor leagues, or you think you'd have
What
a shot at
position?
the
I
big
definitely
leagues?
would have went major league.
Really?
So off of my major league team, off of my traveling team that I played baseball with growing up, like 5 guys are in the majors.
Wow.
Bobby Bradley, Taquan Forbes, Austin Riley, DeMarcus Evans, Billy Hamilton,
Okay, that's a good team.
What position you play?
short and second.
Short and second, Ricardo.
Those are high profile.
Oh, I forgot
positions
one.
right
Anthony
there.
Alford. How could I forget about him? From Columbia, Mississippi.
He's watching the show tonight. Absolutely,
so.
He's checking us out. So, okay. So, big league player. Who's your big league team growing up?
I loved the Yankees growing up. I was a Derek Jeter fan.
Ew.
I love Jeter and A-Rod.
But you're a big Brewers fan now, aren't you?
No.
No.
Astros. We just won the World
Oh.
Series.
Astros. Yeah, easy now. There's
Red Sox.
there's always some shenanigans going on with the Houston Astros.
They're
Ricardo.
good when they're not
Come
cheating.
on now.
Easy.
Come on. If you ain't cheating, you ain't trying.
Who did they just sign now that they just added to their lineup? I just saw that his name's escaping me now. I can't remember, but they got a stacked lineup. What about this engineer stuff?
I'm actually I got
You can build
accepted to
engines?
college. So I'm going back to get my bachelor's in civil engineering.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
So what's yeah. So are you talking about designing buildings, designing this?
So more so an architect is someone who more so designs and creates like the blueprints for things nowadays. And so the civil engineer is the guy who basically knows the infrastructure and knows how to bring these ideas to life. So I have my own ideas, so I more so need to learn how to bring them to life.
Interesting.
So-
Maybe you could apply that to the city of Green Bay, bring a little pizzazz to the downtown area.
Yeah, I
right?
agree.
Yeah.
Well,
Definitely.
this is interesting, Ricardo.
It is.
Getting to know these guys a little bit. Now, here's another fact. He likes to fish.
Yes.
Ooh.
He loves to go fishing. Of
Yes,
course,
Drake
we
caught
see-
me off guard when y'all said he was trying to hunt.
Yeah.
I literally just asked him, like, I was like upstairs, like, hey, we need to go hunting.
Yeah. Well, the gun deer hunting season just ended, but we'll get you outfitted in
Deep
some
sea-
blaze
but you
orange.
like
Ain't
deep
nothing,
sea
we can
fishing?
figure it out the bow, you know?
We'll find a place, right?
Hey, come on.
Well, Wisconsin, tons of lakes, especially up in the Northwoods. So, have you ever, though, considered the fact that we are getting into the colder months, maybe doing a little ice fishing on the frozen lakes there?
Oh, there
actually
you go.
I'm open to try anything.
Are ya?
actually. Yeah, I'm looking forward to Green Bay and everything that comes with it.
How about getting De'Vondre out there on a frozen lake and drilling,
Can't wait.
putting the old auger on the ice and drilling a little hole?
First, we got to get him back out there this week against Chicago.
Yeah, right. First things first.
What,
First things first.
that don't sound fun, De'Vondre? Sitting there in a shack in the freezer.
No.
My linebacker coach tried to get me to do it in college, and nah.
Come on, you went to the school where the land of 10,000
Exactly.
lakes, right?
I just can't.
Where?
I can't get over that.
Minnesota.
That phobia of standing over a frozen lake.
Well, that's a
Can't-
big deal here.
Can't swim?
I can swim, but it's frozen. It's not like this.
Yeah. Well, here's something, Jonathan, for you in February, right down here at Lake Winnebago. Spearfish. Lake Winnebago.
Lake Winnebago?
Winnebago. Spearfish.
Winnebago?
Winnebago.
So basically, like if I was trying to explain to somebody, I would say, like, you get to Winnebago.
Winnebago. It's the biggest.
bagel. Like
Bagel?
The bagel. Yeah, it's bagel.
It's Winnebago. It's the biggest lake in
It's
Wisconsin.
not like a bagel.
Oh, yeah, because I'm saying like bagel. Like
Not a bagel.
Like Winnebago. Like
Bagel.
win a bagel. Or Winnebago.
Winnebago.
That sounds like a store
Or it
idea.
says, so like when the bay goes.
Now you're confusing me, and I grew up in this state.
I mean, because I need to get it right. Because the last time I said something on TV, I got mocked about it.
Winnebago.
Winnebago.
Like BAGO is how you spell
Okay,
it.
so is it salmon or salmon?
Salmon. But let me tell you this.
So why is it spelled S-A-L-M-O-N?
What is happening here, everybody?
Brett, you should have done
Because
Because
the
I have a
English
couple questions.
language
You
is
should have
really
done your
bad.
game where do they have to pronounce city
the
names?
city- Yeah, we
English
should have done that
language
one.
is really broken.
Lake Winnebago, which is right basically just down the road. But every February they have sturgeon spearing. Now you're out
White
on the
sturgeon?
ice and you're spearing the fish.
White sturgeon?
Yeah, just sturgeon.
Sturgeon Bay.
They're
Yeah,
big.
I know the old ones, the big ones. They got
Stick
white
around.
sturgeons.
Yeah.
Like, they get up to like sometimes like 1,000 pounds.
Yeah, they're huge fish, like prehistoric type fish. But
Like
they
catching dinosaurs.
boom, spear them. That's what they do in
Oh, yeah.
February. How's
What
that
it's
sound,
called?
De'Vondre?
Now,
What
we
is
could
it called?
definitely do that.
Sturgeon spearing.
Sturgeon. That's
Sturgeon.
the fish is called
The
sturgeon.
sturgeon
Yeah,
is
it's
it.
like
Brad.
a white and gray fish.
Rosie put out the proper.
That's how you spell it. Yeah, look on the screen. Winnebago. That's it.
Winnebago.
There you go. You got it. You learned something about Wisconsin. We got a
something.
lot of weird names in this state, and we do a lot of weird things.
Winnebago.
You know what a bubbler is?
No, enlighten me.
Butler.
A bubbler.
Bubbler?
A bubbler.
What's a bubbler?
A drinking fountain. A drinking fountain. Like when you see those.
Why you call it a bubbler?
I don't know. It's just how we do things around here.
Bubbler. The water fountain.
Like a drinking fountain. You go and you get some water.
Oh,
out.
like I go
Yeah,
drink.
water.
It's called a
It's
water
a bubbler.
fountain?
He said
bubbler?
He said a bubbler.
Bubbler. B-U-B-B-L-E-R. Now listen. I'm sure you have these all over the facility, right? Those little drinking
What?
fountains.
A bubbler?
When you're
Why?
there, when you're there Wednesday, just say, guys, I got to go to get a drink at the bubbler.
Why?
I wouldn't say I gotta go. So what if somebody was like, I gotta go to the bubbler?
Yeah, they're gonna go get a drink of water.
What does that mean?
Where did that where's the origin behind it? I'm trying to.
Yeah, it kind of used to bubble up, I think. So us Wisconsinites just thought we'd call it a
Must
bubbler.
have been like the old water fountains.
Well, it's a drinking fountain. It's the bubbler. That's just how it is, De'Vondre. When in Rome, do as the Romans do, right? That's how we
Yes,
do things.
yes.
So, now listen. I was checking out your high school exploits, Jonathan, at East Marion High, Columbia, Mississippi, right?
Columbia, Mississippi.
Not only were you a standout safety, but you were a pretty good quarterback back in the day.
State record
too.
for touchdowns.
There you go, huh?
62 in 1 year.
Yeah, 62 in 1 year.
62.
Well, listen to here. Why don't you talk to LaFleur a little bit? Let's get you in on some special plays.
Oh no.
No?
Oh no.
Come on.
Well, Brett, that's really not
62?
62. I mean, the Wisconsin record is, I think, 52.
I had 10 in 1 game.
10 in 1 game.
10
That's
in one
it's the
game.
Ferris kid from Xavier. But let me ask you this: how little did you guys run, or was the passing game your
I had
your run
42
game?
passing.
Oh, really?
5,000 all-purpose yards.
Okay.
Wow, that's a lot. That sounds like something that the Packers might do against the Bears on Sunday, right? Against that defense. 10 touchdowns for
You're
either Aaron
funny.
Rodgers or Jordan Love that game. Well, how did being a quarterback? It must be at least you know that position a little bit now. Obviously, it's a much higher level in the NFL, but you kind of translate that into being a safety. You kind of know what these quarterbacks are thinking a little bit, right? Did that help your game?
Yeah, most definitely. I mean, more so even as over time, just progressing, just learning, each week and each level, just, how the quarterback thinks, his mannerisms, his progressions, we call some quarterbacks lookers. We call, like he was saying, Jordan Love, he does a really good job of looking off. It's certain quarterbacks in the league, it's like, they're lookers. So when they look, go, because that's where the ball is going. So just over time, from playing quarterback, being able to read routes and diagnose things, that's what kind of helped make me a lot more instinctive on defense.
So let's fast forward now. You're a member of the Green Bay Packers, right? You started with the Raiders. You were just claimed by the Packers like a couple weeks ago. I think it was November.
2 weeks ago.
Yeah, no, like November 10th or something. What's the challenge like for trying to kind of erase what you learned with the Raiders? Now you got to kind of learn a whole new scheme, system type thing, or maybe it's not as difficult. Maybe it's more the terminology. But what have been the challenges in trying to get acclimated and up to speed so you can get out there in the field?
The challenges are not even more so with the scheme or anything. I mean, because it's football, it doesn't change. Cover 3 is cover 3. No matter how you call it or what you call it, it's cover 3. So learning the scheme has been the easiest part. The biggest thing has just been being around and getting around these guys, getting to know them, getting to know how they play. So, just building a relationship, because that's more what it is about at this level, building a good relationship, having a great team, and because those are the team that go in the distance. And so, I've been looking forward to that since I came here.
How beneficial was it for you, though? It was kind of like a little bit of a reunion for you coming here, right?
Yeah.
You had Rich Bisaccia, of course. We've talked about him a lot. He was your special teams coordinator with the Raiders and your interim head coach. You have Keyshawn Nixon, former teammate with the Raiders. You're one of your best friends. Yeah. We'll talk about kind of their connection here in a second. Elton Jenkins, you were a teammate of his at Mississippi State. So you had a lot of familiar faces to kind of get you acclimated. What were they telling you as far as going from the city lights, the big city of Las Vegas, to the quiet little sleepy Green Bay, right?
It's nothing like where you was at. That's all they say.
Yeah.
It's nothing like where you was at, and it's literally day and night.
So
literally trying to get a flight from Vegas, I can find a flight in 10 minutes. Finding a flight from Green Bay, I got to prepare a week ahead.
That's about right. But it's all football all the time in the title town, right? And all the players love that.
Yeah.
De'Vondre, what does this guy bring to the football field, right? You've seen him now for a couple weeks. Obviously, you guys haven't been able to play together yet, but he brings an attitude, right? A good personality out there, a thumper.
Man, just the personality, the instincts, like it's all there. Like all we doing the whole time we out there is just talking about this, talking about that, asking questions. From the first time he got here, he was asking questions and just being engaged. Like that's always a sign of somebody that cares about being great and cares about the process. So
be fun to get you guys out there together.
Yeah.
And that might be coming sooner than later. So a few more things, and then Ricardo, it's your turn for the social media question of the night. We'll get back to you. You and Keyshawn, as I mentioned, best buds now. Did you guys know they have matching tattoos? They have matching tattoos, you and Keyshawn. It's true. Just like me and Ricardo, we have matching tattoos, don't we? Yeah.
That's on the to-do list, I guess.
Yeah. Tell everybody what it is.
We have a shark tattoo. We have a matching shark tattoo.
And the meaning behind that?
So sharks are apex predators. Sharks don't wake up on Monday and ask what day it is. They just wake up and eat. So
yeah, there you
that's
go.
That's the mentality of me and him.
They don't care what day it is. You just eat, and you make things happen. And that's what Keyshawn and Jonathan are going to be doing. Keyshawn having a heck of a – how about his kickoff returns yesterday?
171 on 5 returns.
Bringing a spark. Special teams, I mean, you got familiarity with that. What does it take to be a good special teams player? Again, we saw it with Keyshawn. Effort
and mentality, more so it's you get one play a game when you're out throwing special teams, and me and Dre was actually talking about it on the way here. If that is your one play, you try to get in to make the most impact however you can with that one play. And so we're seeing it each week with Keyshawn. He's going out there, and each return he's trying to make the absolute most of them. And so those big plays in the game, they carry a lot of momentum, because usually those kickoff plays comes after another team scores, so you're trying to take the momentum back, or you just score and you're trying to pin them deep to keep the momentum going.
Yeah, those kickoff returns, good momentum. Of course, there's a couple times you're like, no, what are you doing? And all of a sudden, yeah, that looks great. He's like 7 yards deep in the end zone, and you're thinking you're supposed to take a knee.
He bringing it out every time, because them opportunities don't come often.
But he made the most of it.
Bringing it out every time.
He looked fantastic.
As he should. He's fast.
He's very fast. Looked good at his kickoff returns. You said something, too, that was real interesting. So this is like your 8th year between the pros and college ranks, right? Yes. And you've had like a different head coach or defensive coordinator.
How do you know this?
I'm creepy.
Like, literally,
He's stalking.
Who am I, Jonathan? Who am I, right?
You got my phone tap.
Look at you. I know your phone number. I know your birth date. I know everything about you, Jonathan.
I see.
Yes. But anyway, because I do a good job stalking our guests, but 8 different either coordinators or head coaches throughout your. I mean, that's a lot.
You know, yeah. So this is my 8th year playing, and up until this year, once I came to Green Bay, that made it my 8th year with my 8th head coach and my 8th position coach and my 8th defensive coordinator.
Wow. Your head must be swimming in X's and O's right now, right? How do you keep it clear?
I mean, you kind of have to figure it out. Like I said, you know, the coverages are the coverages. You more so just have to learn the terminology and just go from there.
And Adrian Amos, you get a little bit of a connection there, a fellow safety, right? Adrian was coached by your former
Bob
defense.
Shoot.
Yeah.
I actually, going into my senior year, all I watched was Adrian. You know, when Shoot came in, and we actually wore the exact same number, 38. He wore it at Penn State. That's the same thing I wore at Mississippi State. I played the nickel for Bob Shoop, and you know he told me to watch Adrian because we had a lot of the similarity in playing styles.
So you're trying to take some of his game, not your teammates, but how has he helped you? Maybe even he doesn't know how he's helped you back in the day.
Oh yeah, no, I've made it known to him. You know.
Okay.
But even now, you know, Smash, that's what we call him, Smash. He does a really great job of, you know, being a pro every single day. He's the same guy every time he comes in. So, you know, just watching him and how he goes about his work, you know, you learn something every day from somebody. All you got to do is pay attention.
Smash, he's a pretty snazzy dresser, isn't he?
Yeah, man. His company, I bought 2 suits from him. I
Yeah.
love him. I'm about to order some more.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, branded, bespoken.
Maybe we should order some Ricardo and have a
Yeah,
couple
he got
suits here for
some
the show.
quality stuff, and I don't even wear suits.
They're just good-looking suits.
Nah, for real. Like, I was like, I'm going to get one just to see what's going on.
Very
And I got
snazzy,
'em, and they
very
nice.
snazzy,
They
yeah.
nice. They real nice.
Friend of the show. He's been on before. Last one for you, Jonathan. As I talked to De'Vondre too, Jordan Love, right? Now your quarterback, your backup, looking good last night. Limited time that you've seen him in practice, but kid's got a good arm and maybe a bright future, doesn't he? What are your thoughts as you're watching him slinging around?
I agree with Dre, you know, watching him practice, going against him on, you know, when the offense is versus the defense and he's, you know, the backup out there. You don't get the regular scout team quarterback. You get the actual look of going against a starter every day.
So we'll see how it goes. We'll see if Jordan gets the nod against Ricardo's Bears. How about these guys so far tonight? Good conversation. A lot of good conversation. And nothing pleases me more than when I freak out our guests. I love it. It just is what I live for. Ricardo, you have tonight's social media question of the night.
I do. Adam Hernandez on Facebook, he wants to know if, and this is for De'Vondre, if you could go back in time and play against any player or team, who would that be?
Man,
Good question.
you can't do that to me.
History books right there.
Any player. Barry Sanders.
How come?
He was generational, man. Like,
He was
that's
good.
all I can really say. He was generational. You knew he was going to get the ball, and then you still couldn't stop him.
Right.
Packers, Bears fans, Vikings, we all know all about him.
Yeah.
You would hold your breath every time you got the
great,
ball
definitely.
because he'd be a home run threat every time. Yeah, great question.
Yeah, that was a great one.
Yeah, for having his question selected, Adam wins a signed photo of De'Vondre Campbell. Each week we'll ask you to submit a question for our co-host or guest that we'll ask live during Monday's show. Look for it on Facebook.com/Clubhouse Live. Ricardo, trivia question number 2, and you're going to ask it
right.
this
I
time,
need you
right?
guys to look out into the crowd to see who raises their hand first. Here we go. This legendary Packers wide receiver and Pro Football Hall of Famer recorded his first career reception and touchdown catch, both on the same play against the Bears in 1935.
Ooh, there we go. That might give it away. Who we got here, Bob? Yeah, give him
Don
the bell.
Hudson.
Come on up, Bob. Don Hudson.
That was an easy one. That was a layup. Is it this one?
Yeah, that one right there. Yep, De'Vondre called
sir.
that a
Thank
layup
you.
question, Ricardo.
That
I
was
got
a
to get
layup.
better with my questions. Hudson's 83-yard TD grab. That proved to be all the Packers would need that day as they took down the Bears 7-0 in a Week 2 matchup in Green Bay. That was Hudson's rookie season. He went on to finish with 99 career touchdowns. That still ranks as the 11th most in league history. You're talking about a guy from the 1930s and 40s. So, unbelievable career for Don Hudson. Hey, Rosie, we need some music. It's time for tonight's Clubhouse Live. There's the challenge flag. Time for the challenge. Here we go. Hey, I got some props for you guys. I got some fun stuff, huh? Look at this. Dug them out in the old prize closet. Jonathan, I'm going to give you that stack. And please do not mix them up together. It takes me forever to get them back together. De'Vondre, you got to pardon the rust spots on those two. We had a big office flood, Ricardo, even though we're on the 10th floor of the 222 building.
Yes.
Very leaky roof. So this is what we're going to do. We're going to call this game the pennant race, all right? You have the mini pennants of all 32 NFL teams. They're all mixed up. The first person to successfully locate the 4 teams that comprise the AFC East. You're looking for the 4 AFC East teams. You will win the prize for his playing partner. Now, you are playing the AFC East teams this year. That's part of your schedule, the 4 AFC East teams. Now, you have playing partners tonight. De'Vondre.
Stack them up. Don't stop.
Look at this. They're getting competitive.
Oh, boy, they're getting chippy a little bit.
Don't be over there trying to look through 'em.
Now, De'Vondre, your playing partner tonight is right here. It's the lovely Judy. She's right here.
Yes, ma'am.
And Jonathan, your playing partner tonight is back at the table. Where's Heidi? Raise your hand, Heidi. There you go, Heidi. Those are your playing partners. Now, this is what you can win. If you win, your playing partner first goes home with a stack of Packers playing cards, courtesy of
Might
Shields.
as well get him to it now.
Whoa, De'Vondre.
Wow.
A signed photo of De'Vondre Campbell. And check
You
this.
gotta get everything in one pile. It's about to.
Check this out.
It's already ready to go.
Well, this might be the best one of them all. A Miller Lite Packers Go Pack Go can koozie. All right, I'm still looking for the ice scrapers.
Double-sided.
The runner-up, though, goes home with the Packers lanyard, courtesy
like
of Shields.
Go and give her your lanyard.
I love lanyards.
The signed photo and the can koozie. So there you go. So you're looking for the 4 AFC East teams. The first one to get it done wins the game. It's called the pennant race. Who thinks De'Vondre Campbell is going to win the challenge tonight? Who thinks Jonathan Abram is going to win the challenge tonight? Whoa. They're going with the safety over the linebacker. But as I always tell our co-hosts, they always side with the guests, right? They always do so. All right, Rosie, keep the music coming. I'm going to count it down. 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Let's go, and let's cheer them on, everybody. Let's see if they can get the 4 AFC East teams. Abram, Jonathan, he's got 2. AFC East, AFC East. Oh, Jonathan, rethinking thing now. De'Vondre's got 3. And hold it. Let's see. De'Vondre, what do we have? We have the Jets, the Bills, the Dolphins, and the Patriots. He got it right, everybody. I saw Jonathan put the Titans pennant down. I'm
Yeah,
like, no,
he did.
that's
No.
the AFC South. That's the AFC South. But he realized it. That means, Judy, we need some championship music, Rosie, because you're going home with the cards from Shields, the signed photo, and the can koozie. Heidi, you're still going home with some great prizes. You got the lanyard, the signed photo, and the can koozie as well. Ricardo, we're going to do trivia, number 2, audience question number 2 coming up. So there you go. You were thinking Tennessee Titans,
He only knew it because he knew who they played this year.
right? Well, that's why I picked
I played the Titans, so I was thinking the Titans.
Oh, yeah, I suppose. You got the mixed schedules going on right now, don't you?
Yeah.
We played the Titans too.
Yes, that's
Exactly,
true.
That's my point.
That's true.
So I thought about who we played.
See, they're arguing. I like this. This is
like
a good
this.
show
These-
here tonight, right?
These two together, man, it's like,
It's like Abbott and Costello,
Yeah.
if they even know who they are, right? That's dating myself. So we're going to kick it back to you. We another audience question with Tracy Santos.
She comes up with the best
She got the
questions,
best
though.
questions.
De'Vondre gets
De'Vondre
all
knows.
sweaty. He gets a little nervous
De'Vondre knows,
here.
but
I
this
need a
one ain't for
little mini
this one ain't for you,
fan next
De'Vondre.
time. I'm
This is
bringing a
actually
mini
for
fan.
Jonathan here. Go ahead, Tracy.
Jonathan, is there still a difference between strong safety and free safety in the league now? And if so, which do you prefer?
Yeah, I would say the strong safety is probably the more so the boundary safety, the one who plays to like the tight end side, who's down in the box. Yeah, more so like the enforcer. So yeah, there is a difference. The free safety would be probably more your guy who covers down against the slot whenever you have like nickel pressures and things like that. He covers more so speed, and he plays like the post and closes the post. I'm okay with playing either, but I prefer to play strong safety, because you get a lot more action. You get to play run and you get to play pass. And if you're playing like on the backside in quarters coverage, you get to basically be like a free guy and, basically just go, we call it bandit, so, like go roam, so.
Very good question.
Great
again from
question,
Tracy,
yes.
right? You're okay, De'Vondre. You can wipe the sweat off. She's not asking you a question this time.
By the way, some of the folks on the online chat, they're saying argue more.
Argue
they wanna
more.
See more arguments between
like
those two.
an old married
No
couple,
conflict.
right? No conflict, right? Well, here We got a fun segment here, De'Vondre and Jonathan. I want to recognize some special folks that are here tonight. They are from. What do you like to do on your off days there, De'Vondre? What do you like to do on your Tuesdays off? Where do you like to
I
go?
go to Cozy Corner every if I don't got nothing going on. So I had missed 2 weeks in a row. We had the Thursday night game, and I had an event in Milwaukee on one of the Tuesdays. So I doubled back. I went like one day, and then I went like 2 days later because I had to make up for it.
Well, you know what? We got folks from the Cozy Corner right over here tonight, right there. How about a round of applause for the Cozy Corner folks? Your favorite restaurant right here in Appleton, hanging out with us tonight. We have Ellen, we have Heidi, we have Jay, we have Karina, the manager. Am I saying that right? We have Kiera, I think I'm saying that right. Oh boy, am I butchering these names?
You probably are.
Philip, Shanisa, Stephanie, and Tyra. I think I got them all right. Did I get you all right there, everybody? You're okay. How about that? And not only are they here enjoying the show, De'Vondre, but the good folks from the Cozy Corner have also brought you and your wife your favorite dishes to take home tonight.
Wow.
What about me?
What about Jonathan? Maybe De'Vondre can share. Well, this is what's on the menu here, Jonathan. For De'Vondre, I've been told that you have lemon pepper wings, fried gizzards, macaroni, and barbecue baked beans. For your wife, Nicole, fried chicken, macaroni, mashed potatoes, and green beans. Yeah, that sounds pretty good.
By the way, when you said that he was taking that home, I saw just instinctively he went to his stomach.
Yes.
Right away. There you go. See him? Right there.
I can already taste it.
The question, are you going to share a little with Jonathan on the way home?
I don't know.
Sharing is caring.
That's tough.
Yeah.
That's tough.
That's tough.
I'll take him with me tomorrow, though.
Are you coming
I
back
heard the
tomorrow?
wife in the background saying I can have her, so we okay?
Yeah, there we go.
Still going tomorrow. See, I'm a routine person.
Okay.
And I believe in stuff like that. So I don't make nothing up. If it works, I stick with it.
So you're not only getting it tonight, he's coming back to Appleton tomorrow, hanging out with me, right? We're going to go to the Cozy Corner for lunch.
I told you got to meet me one day, man.
We got to. We should do that sometime. That'd be fun.
Before the season over.
The Cozy Corner, your place in Appleton for Southern food, barbecue, and blues music. You can find it just right down the street, 111 North Walnut Street here in downtown Appleton. You have anything to say for your friends? They're here for you tonight,
I appreciate
De'Vondre.
y'all coming out. I didn't even know y'all were here.
There they are.
Hey, Brett, they also have an Express, right, in the mall, right? A
Oh,
Cozy
okay.
Corner, yeah, Express. It's really good, yeah.
Very nice. Yeah, good stuff from the folks at the Cozy Corner. So glad that they
It's a
could be
mall
here
here
tonight.
in Wisconsin.
Yeah, Fox River. It's a little mall. It ain't the biggest mall, but
It ain't Vegas on.
Well, I don't know. They're talking about the Fox River Mall down the street.
They ain't even got no designer stores in Wisconsin.
Do they even have like a store?
He's
that
giving
sells,
them
like,
another
Yeah, they are.
Wisconsin
Yeah,
tutorial here. So, I want to do one last thing here. We got to get to this, De'Vondre. Listen to this, folks. Now, you have a fundraising campaign going on right now through GoFundMe, in which you and your foundation will provide support for Green Bay families that you have adopted this holiday season. How about that? Yeah. This is through the De'Vondre Campbell Family Youth Foundation. Fundraiser is part of the Adopt a Family program. Money raised through the GoFundMe page will provide support to those adopted families so they can all enjoy the holidays. How about that? Isn't that fantastic? And that's not all. Correct me if I'm wrong, but you will match the final donation amount, correct? And the donation goal is $5,000?
Yes,
Oh,
sir.
wow.
So, I have a foundation, the De'Vondre Campbell Family Youth Foundation. And every year.
Yeah, there's the website right on the screen.
Yeah, that's how you can donate if you want to. Anything helps. We appreciate it. But every year for Christmas, we adopt families and basically sponsor their Christmas. This year is the biggest turnout I've had so far. I think we've gotten 25 families adopted between the Boys and Girls Club here in Green Bay and an organization we're working with back in Minneapolis. But I appreciate all my teammates and everybody that has adopted a family. But the ultimate goal I'm trying to get done is, so we have a family I don't know all the details on it, but I know we have a lady who's looking to get like a minivan to help transport her family around. So trying to do everything I can to make that happen for her.
Well, fantastic, yeah. There's the GoFundMe website, web address, so definitely click on that, send a donation. I know that somebody tweeted and said that they donated $59 for number 59. So
yes, I appreciate it. Whoever you are, I wish I had a name. I could shout you out.
I
But
think it's Alice, I want to say. I'd have to look it up.
Is it Alan?
Alice?
Alice, I appreciate it,
so.
Alice. We really do. It's going towards a great cause, and like I don't usually like to talk about this type of stuff. You know, like I do a lot of stuff, but I don't broadcast it because that's not what it's about. You know, like I just like to see everybody have a good time and be able to enjoy Christmas, you know, like everyone else is. So it just makes me feel good.
Yeah, how about that? That's good stuff. Good stuff from the captain here. I'll put that on our Facebook page as well, that link, and let's see if we can get that $5,000 goal by the next time De'Vondre is here. I think you can do that. I think $5,000 is very doable. How about a round of applause for the captain and Jonathan tonight? Jonathan working on the pennants. He's trying to get all the divisions together here. He's showing that competitive spirit, right?
He
He
is,
doesn't want to go home not having this done. All right, Ricardo, we're going to go up north. It's a Packers-Bears bet again. What are we doing, Ricardo?
We're not doing a bet this year.
For this game?
No, I want them to lose. They have the second pick in the draft right now. I don't want them to win.
Yes, chili with
Oh,
noodles.
no, don't be giving me that. No, be giving me that. That was horrible, by the way. Chili
I love
does not.
chili with
Let's
noodles.
ask De'Vondre that. De'Vondre, chili, does it have noodles in it?
It shouldn't.
No, exactly. Thank you. Should not have noodles in it, but
It should.
but
That's
no.
how we eat it
Listen,
here.
I tell you what, and I don't know what Aaron Rodgers' status is. I would love to see Fields and Love just because that's kind of the future, right? Kind of would like to see that matchup, but no. But I guess I want them to lose. I want that number 2 pick. They can get a truckload of picks for that from quarterback starved teams in the draft. It pains me to say this, but yes, I think they're going to lose.
Whoa, how about that?
It's the only time you're going to hear it in 10, 12 years of me doing this.
Well, Ricardo, you messed up.
They got that on video.
We have it on video. It's being recorded. You messed up. The future isn't Love and Fields. It's Love and Trevor Siemian, right? That's what's going to be.
It might be, yes.
Hey,
yeah.
I brought the victory visor back. We got to get this thing going again.
Sir.
This thing had a lot of magic in it before, so we're going to do it again. How about 35-24 Green Bay? Love looked impressive against the Eagles, right? If he gets the nod against Chicago, I think he's got a big afternoon in him. Jets quarterback Mike White, Ricardo, 315 yards, 3 touchdowns in the victory over the Bears. Look for something similar out of Love and Watson with that connection. That's going to continue his recent trend of outstanding play. The Jets also rushed for 158 yards. Aaron Jones, A.J. Dillon, that running game, maybe even a little bit from Jordan Love if he plays. They're going to make the Bears pay, too. Packers still own the Bears, right, everybody, regardless of who's taking the snaps. And that's how it's going to go down. So apparently we're not doing a Packers-Bears bet this game.
I'm not going to eat that. That is not chili. That's an abomination.
That's on
spaghetti.
you. Packers News app.
Oh, that's right. With your with exclusive commentary, insider analysis. Hey, there's a lot of yelling going on over here.
I don't know.
With exclusive commentary, insider analysis, and award-winning photos and videos from USA Today Network, Wisconsin's Packers coverage team. Brett, that Packers News app, your one-stop shop for complete coverage of the Green Bay Packers, unlimited digital access to the Packers News app, and PackersNews.com. Brett, can be yours for as low as 99 cents for the first month. Please subscribe today.
There you go. You look like you're about ready to fight somebody over there.
there's a
You're a
little
little
yelling
angry
going on
there,
over
huh?
here. Yeah.
All right, thank you to our sponsors and friends. First, our 3 presenting sponsors again, Cellcom, East Wisconsin Savings Week. I think it's Grizzly Dan, Ricardo, and that Munoz Family and Cosmetic Dentistry. Hey, by the way, back to Cellcom, don't forget, 5 weeks of Black Friday deals are almost over. Buy one, get one free on all smartwatches, tablets, and connected cameras. Mix and match to get something for everyone on your list. Restrictions apply. Visit cellcom.com /Black Friday sale for more details. Also want to thank thank our supporting sponsors. We have Shields, Escort Limousine Service, Cooney's Embroidery and Sportswear, Mayfield Sports Marketing, Mike Thiel and Eric Lives here, the good folks here at the Hilton Appleton Paper Valley Hotel, and look at this. Bobbles Galore is joining us here again. And check out this familiar face. We have the Alan Lazard bobblehead. That's courtesy of our friends at Bobbles Galore. It has even has lizards. I think the lizard has a little bobblehead too. Look at that thing kind of going. Pretty cool, because as we all know, Alan Lazard, our former co-host, is the Lizard King, right? So a very cool bobblehead, courtesy of Bobbles Galore. The bobbleheads are a perfect gift for all the Packer fans. Visit bobblesgalore.com today. All right. De'Vondre, you have a bobblehead out there. You got one of those yet?
No, but I want one.
Here we go, Bobbles Galore. These guys want their own bobblehead, so maybe we can make that happen. Just want to mention guest information coming for next week's show. I'll post that on Clubhouse.
I'm not coming back.
I'm going to be here. He's not coming back. We have dual co-hosts. We're still working on the second part of that dual co-hosting situation right now, because we lost him for the season, unfortunately, but we wish him all the best in Houston. But I want to say, there will be a show next week. Guest information coming on Facebook.com/Clubhouse Live. Maybe you want to come back, Jonathan. We'll see. De'Vondre, though, not back.
Make it my show.
Huh?
Make it my show.
Whoa. He's already negotiating here, De'Vondre. But get this, De'Vondre. You're not back for another 3 weeks again. What is up with these 3 weeks? Because next week is not his week. The week after is coming off the bye, so the guys are kind of busy. And then he's finally back for our December 20th, our Christmas show.
Can't control the bye week.
You can't control the bye. It's a late bye this week, too. So
yeah, man.
My second bye.
You get 2 bye this week. There you go. You got to love that. Yeah. But you got the final word tonight.
As always, I appreciate everybody coming out, especially this lovely couple coming to spend the night with me. Congratulations once again, and thank everybody for coming out.
There we go. Enjoy that food, both you guys, on your way home. Keep those claps coming for the captain, for Jonathan, for Ricardo and the crew. With USA Today Network Wisconsin, I'm Brett Christopherson signing off. Be back here next Monday night, right, as we celebrate a big Packers victory over Ricardo's Bears. I don't know where he went. He's hiding over there. And we'll post guest information soon. But in the meantime, I'm going to kick it over to our unofficial mascot, Mean Gene. Take it away.